YouTube, what's up guys? So I did a video, 5 easy to learn flip tricks, and it got me thinking, okay? I was like, I should do a 5 easy to learn slides, because when you're starting skating, it's kind of hard to do a solid ollie, and you know, after you get your ollie down, you want to learn more tricks, okay? So I'm going to teach you tricks that if you have a decent, like an okay ollie or nollie in some instances, you can learn these tricks really easy and get used to sliding on your board, because it's way different than rolling around and doing flip tricks, you know? With sliding and just the feeling of a rail or ledge as you're going across it's way different, and it takes some getting used to. So here are 5 tricks that I think you should start with when skating a ledge or a rail. Alright, so the first one is of course a board slide, alright? All of these tricks, you should have an ollie, you know, like just be able to pop your ollie somewhat, but a board slide is a kind of a trick where you just kind of do a pop and get on, okay? Especially if it's low like this. Don't learn anything where you don't actually ollie into your trick, okay? Get used to ollieing, because once you start skating bigger obstacles, you're gonna want this. And I'm gonna kind of give you an overview of all these tricks. If you really want to see how to do individual tricks that I'm talking about, look them up on YouTube. Braille has a lot of great tutorials. I have some myself, so there's a lot of good information out there. So the board slide is when you're sliding just like this on a rail, okay? You can do it on ledges too. I prefer it on a rail. You're gonna do an ollie with your back facing the rail. This is a backside board slide, and you're just gonna aim your front truck over the rail, land on it, and slide and roll away, all right? When you're learning, you really don't have to ollie as high as the obstacle looks. You're just gonna do a little pop and get on it and slide. See how I was doing lazy ollies? I was just kind of getting up on there. It really is that easy to learn. The biggest issue with this trick is you got to get used to sliding, okay? This is going to be the first trick you learn where you're sliding across a rail. Just get used to it, vibe it out, and be careful. You could easily slip out and like hit your back. If you slip out where the board goes behind you, you'll probably be alright if you just get your legs in front of you. But just be careful and test the waters. If it's sticking and you're jumping forward, a little bit of wax will always help a rail. Don't do it too much, because if you wax a rail, it will work wonders. But that's it. Like I said, make sure you're learning how to ollie into these, because then you'll be able to do it on bigger obstacles. The next up is nose slide. We're gonna ollie up, kind of like a board slide, but instead of sliding here, you're gonna slide on your nose, go figure, and you're gonna kind of hit it in, all right? Do not make a habit of smashing into your nose slides. Ollie into these. It will make the rest of your skating and nose slides way better, okay? So you're gonna ollie and just, it's really easy, because you hit anywhere in this range, and it's gonna, like, the momentum's gonna push it into a nose slide. Put your weight on it and just slide. It's so easy once you get the hang of it. It's really fun too. So I'll go ahead and show you a couple of these, and then I'll talk about a little bit more. Alright, there's really not much more to say about this. You know, if you really want to learn this trick and you're having trouble with it, look up a video like I said. But, you know, do your ollie and put pressure on the nose and slide on it, and when you get to the end, turn back to regular or fakie if you want to, but keep rolling. It's that easy. Super fun trick. It never gets old. I've been doing it the entire time of skating, and I've always loved this trick. 100%. Okay, they say that, right? Everything's lit, on fire. No slides are on fire. Boom. All right, so nollie tail slides, you're gonna have to do a nollie. And this is one of the tricks that make sure you nollie. I'm gonna keep saying that this whole video, but you don't actually, it's kind of like a board slide where you don't have to pop a solid or tall nollie to get into this trick. You kind of just tap your nose and then guide your tail onto the ledge, okay? And then once you're there, you can stand up on it, and it becomes a much more solid feeling trick, and it's really easy to stand on and just slide for a long period of time. Alright, so that's the nollie tail slide, and if you're having problems with it, I say practice your nollies, okay? Because once you get those, it just aims it right into it. I'm telling you how to do this trick because a regular tail slide, you really have to be precise and aim and get your tail in the right spot. It's easy to go to 5-0, it's easy to overshoot and go to lip slide. With a nollie tail slide, it tends just to get right on the ledge, and you just stand there and slide. They're super fun. I think a tail slide looks a little cooler, but nollie tail slide's a good trick to learn, and you can do big spins out pretty easy. It's a good one. Good luck with that. Okay, so the next one is like a nollie tail slide. It's actually way easier though. It's the Noelle Lipslide, and this is a really cool looking trick. So you're gonna do a nollie. You may think that's a board slide, but it's actually a lip slide because the back truck is going over the rail first. Okay, so nollie up to lip slide, and then once you get in, it actually feels really similar to a lip slide, which is different. It looks a lot like the board slide, but they do feel different. And nollie lip slides are one of the funnest tricks in skateboarding. All these tricks are really fun actually. I just realized a lot of the easy tricks to learn, they're super fun. So nollie, I'm just gonna nollie, get up on lip slide, stand up, and roll away because, I don't know, do I need to explain why you should roll away? Because it's fun. All right. So there you go, that's the Noelle Lip, and like all these tricks, it's really easy to get on an obstacle that's higher than you think you can nollie up to. Just the way the trick works, when you nollie, it throws your board up immediately. So it's easier to do a Noelle Lip on a taller rail than you're used to. Be careful too, especially once you get on handrails, because it's really easy to sack. So if you're trying to Noelle Lip a rail and your truck hits, your leg's going over it and you're just gonna sack. And nobody wants that! And I mean, maybe except for like Steve-O. That guy actually would want that, but I'm just saying, okay, don't sack. Be aware of what you're doing it on and be careful. But it's fun. I'm just saying words at this point. The last trick is the hardest of these tricks. It's a frontside lip slide, okay? Beware, it is a board breaker. It is, especially on lower things, it's very easy to crack a deck, any deck. When I was younger, I cracked several companies' decks within the first day or two just because of lip slides. And once you get them, they're a lot of fun and it'll open your skateboarding into a lot of different things, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to ollie up, a regular ollie, and you're gonna press down on your nose and turn the board so your back truck goes over the rail and you land in a sliding motion like this, okay? It's gonna take a second to get used to. If you try it on something very low, beware about the board thing. If you try it on something too tall, you're gonna hit your back truck and your leg will fly over. I mean, you probably won't sack. If you sack on a rail this tall off the ground, you need to do some training in life, okay? Because that'd actually be impressive. I commend you if you do that. But once you do it, you know, your ollie, do the twist motion, and if you press down a little bit, it makes the trucks come up higher, and you get on your lip slide, okay? It's a lot of fun. It'll open the world to tail slides. That motion will be the same thing for tail slides, except you're gonna press down a little bit on the tail more. Nose blunts the same way. Backside lip slides do this motion, only turning the other direction. It'll just open up a lot for you, okay? I'm gonna show you a few of these, talk a little bit about it, but if it's tough, don't worry. But once you get it, it'll be second nature, and it's a really good thing to learn. But there's the lip slide. I'm sorry if I made that out sound really hard. If you have a solid ollie, I should have started with this. It is not hard, okay? You just need to worry about breaking your board because you need to come down like kind of softly. But if you have a solid ollie, it's really not that hard, especially if you can frontside 180 really well. It's an easy trick. It absolutely belongs in this list. But if you don't have a solid ollie, I would focus on that before moving on to this trick. But just like that, you know, like really push your nose down and swing your tail over and get used to landing on it, and you'll be doing it all the time and you'll be addicted. When I learned this trick, it was like my favorite trick for so long. It's a really fun trick. I know I'm a broken record about all these tricks, but I love them all. And they're easier than most tricks to learn, so have fun with them. I'll try to think of another 5 easiest tricks. Maybe I'll do grinds next. But I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope it helped out some of you. If it didn't, or you disagree, I'm sorry. It's just life, you know. Some people will think these are hard, some people will think they're easy. Most people would agree that they're among the easier ones though. So thank you guys for watching. I do daily videos here on YouTube, so hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. That's it. Subscribe or die. Die. It's been a while. We just told so many people to die, didn't we? I mean, you're just creepy. You're not even pointing it at yourself. I'm leaving. But don't actually die. But subscribe or die, but don't die. Does that make sense? Yeah. Dude, I've heard like 3-year-olds watching my videos, so I gotta say that nowadays. I gotta say don't die. Dying's bad. But if you're old enough to understand what I'm saying, subscribe or die. Old video game, NES, check it out. This guy helped me film. Thank you. You have a channel and it's right down there. Yeah, you post like Halo videos.
Yeah, it's kind of weird actually.
But you skateboard too, so that's nice.
BXR that like button. 4-shot the subscribe button.
BXR? Is that Halo talk?
That's Halo talk.
Oh, I'm leaving. But his channel's down there.